Here in Central Florida, many people are also watching the developments in Venezuela very carefully.
Yeah, West 2's Bob Hazen joins us live this morning. Bob, some people came together over the weekend to celebrate.
Yeah, some of them are optimistic about the future of their homeland, but also cautious about what comes next. Hundreds of people came out to Lakefront Park in Kissimmee to mark that monumental event, and we even saw folks wearing T-shirts with pictures of Nicolas Maduro in U.S. custody. Central Florida has the second highest population of Venezuelans in the United States. Some are now considering going back to their home country, and organizers at the rally said it was not a celebration, but really a chance to let people know that the fight is just starting.
It's a reminder for everybody that we are here. We're going to fight to take the power in Venezuela. We're going to fight because we won the elections.
And the most important thing here is what happened with the people in Venezuela. This is not just about business. It's about help people who is suffering.
Hundreds of people also filled the pews at First Baptist Church in Orlando for a vigil. Organizers there said it was a chance to pray for everyone back in Venezuela and to bring the community together. Covering Orange County, live in Orlando, Bob Hazen, West 2 News.
Venezuelan exiles living here in the U.S. are questioning what will happen in Venezuela while fearing the possibility of being uprooted again.
And this morning, Sonica Donge joins us live here in the studio. Sonica, we spoke with someone whose family applied for political asylum here in the United States after Maduro took control.
And Alan and Meredith, after more than a decade, they still haven't heard anything on asylum. And they say all this news about Maduro feels like a double-edged sword.
I have celebrated, and my family has celebrated, and hundreds of thousands of people, I'm sure they have also celebrated. But this does not negate the fact that people are also going to be worried and thinking about their next steps.
Now, we are not identifying this man because of his pending immigration case, but he says true freedom in Venezuela does not arrive as Maduro departs. And that's because he says Maduro was a leader in the regime that has governed Venezuela, but he was far from the only one.
When you have a president or a dictator in place and that person gets removed, the question is there stability in that country?
Attorney Melissa Morantes is the executive director of the Orlando Center for Justice. It's a nonprofit legal aid group advocating for immigrants. And she says many people from Venezuela are likely applying for political asylum. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem indicating yesterday Venezuelans previously under temporary protected status will be able to apply for refuge. But the Trump administration recently ended TPS for Venezuelans, and Noem says those who apply for refuge will not automatically be allowed to stay in the United States. Miami has the largest population of Venezuelans in the U.S., and the mayor is calling the elimination of TPS reckless, urging the president to reinstate those protections. Something we'll be monitoring closely here. Meredith.